It's August 14th, 2024, and Friday, just a few days ago, we got an email from Zoom saying that their partnership with Working Live was being terminated on August 31st, giving us, just over 2 weeks to find an alternative to Zoom or stick with Working Live and use whatever off-brand conferencing software they were going to do. When I weighed my options and I looked at Zoom is hands down by far the number one in the space for conferencing software, video conferencing. Microsoft Teams is probably number 2 and Google Meet number 3. You add those two up, it's probably 80-90% of the market. Everything else, of which I know there's dozens upon dozens upon dozens of alternatives, make up a very small percent of the market. And here's what I'm not interested in doing. I'm not interested in taking the piece of software, the subscription that I use to connect with both invested members, people in challenges, prospects. I use it to record videos, to do trainings, one-on-one meetings, one-on-many meetings. I'm not interested in putting a barrier between those people and joining my conference, joining my meeting, joining my workshop, joining my challenge, joining my coaching, whatever it happens to be. And if you go off with one of those new or, knockoffs, if you will, or different conferencing software, you're going to confuse people. And listen, there may be reasons to do it, and someone could probably talk me into trying one of those. But if someone who doesn't know you, maybe they signed up for a challenge, signed up for a workshop, you're going to teach them something, and all of a sudden they go to log in, and it's Zoom, well, they're good to go. Most people have been on Zoom. If it's Teams, you'll probably be okay. If it's Google Meet, they'll figure it out. But what if they have to now figure it out, maybe install something, maybe get an app on their phone, and they didn't leave enough time for that, and it's frustrating. Any barrier you put between your audience and you that you could remove it. And so I'm going to stick with Zoom because everybody knows it. Again, I can be talked out of it in the future. Maybe something comes up and we keep an eye on it. But I'm going to move my account from Working Live that I just renewed, by the way, a month ago. So I just paid, and let me show you the pricing here. Why this was so attractive for so long was for $160 a year, I had up to 500 seats, and this was the big one, unlimited cloud recording. Right? That was huge. Now I'm going to end up going from if I go to my Zoom profile here and I scroll down to my account profile, you'll see it says Enterprise Working Live as the account name. I'm a member under Working Live. Well, I'm going to lose the seats. If I go to plans and pricing here in Zoom, I'm going to lose the 500 seats. Even if I choose business, I'm going to go to 300, which is fine. For me, going down to 100 seats, well, I bump up against that on occasion, and well, that kind of stinks. And it's really expensive to add just for one meeting. You might as well go basic or business off the bat. So I'm going to go 300 seats. You got to decide whether that's important. But here's the big one. 5 gigabytes of cloud storage. And it's the same here. 5 gigabytes of cloud storage. That's going to be the bummer. That's going to suck. Because right now I have over 700 cloud recordings on Zoom because it was unlimited. And what I want you to be really careful, listen to me really closely here. If you choose, like I'm going to do, to take your account from Working Live and transfer it back into Zoom directly, and you bring that massive amount of cloud storage you're currently using, the unlimited amount, into this new plan, they will send you a massive bill for the overages. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to have to clear out all of those recordings before you do anything I'm going to show you here. Now, I'm going to do a training with Jade Gall on Friday, which is 2 days from now in the morning, a process by which you can extract what you need. But for me, all those were backups anyway. So I just mass deleted them. They're gone from my cloud recording. In fact, let me show you where those pile up. Under your profile in recordings and transcripts, this is where they all pile up. Now I only have a few right now, so what I would do, I would click on them and delete all of them. Gone. So now my recordings, other than the one I'm in right now, the backup recording in Zoom is gone. My cloud storage is empty. So now I transfer over. I won't get a surprise bill. And that bill, I mean, depending on how much you have on storage, listen, storage is cheap, but not in Zoom, not on the cloud. They could send you a bill for several $1,000s in overages, like right off the bat. You got to be careful here. Hear me. Get rid of your recordings before you do what I'm about to show you. Now, after the account transfer takes place, which will take a couple of days, I think it could take a couple hours, maybe a couple of days. Once the transfer takes place, I'll show you exactly how I take my Zoom recordings and automatically put them into Vimeo. I don't touch anything. Once it's recorded, it goes right into Vimeo. Now, listen, Vimeo is a subscription service too. You're going to pay here, they're going to pay somebody. I use Vimeo for my websites, my funnels. If I want to just host videos, backup videos to hard storage on external drives, it's my backup cloud storage. And yeah, I do pay monthly for that. Now I'm using high level, so I guess some of that's become redundant, but I've had it. I have thousands of videos there. I'm not moving. I'm going to use my cloud storage there. Once the account is transferred over, I will show you that process. If you want to connect it to Vimeo, so those recordings automatically go over there. So if you want to send them to somebody, you can send them the Vimeo link, not worry about trying to send them the link out of your cloud storage on Zoom. Now, well, really clear. That was a big chunk of this video dedicated to make sure you don't get nicked, bit, or end up with a huge bill when it comes to your recordings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go now into account profile, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says account support information, unassociate and create your own account. This is, Zach, thumbs up. This is the button I'm going to push. Thumbs up. Got a thumbs up from the tech guy. That's a good thing. Okay, unassociate, you can create your own account. Are you sure? Yes. Now, by the way, I'm doing this on a day where I have 2 more Zoom schedules for today, but I know I can reach out to them one-on-one if I need to send them a different link or go to Teams or whatever. I'm backed up. Don't do this on a day where you got a ton going on, okay? If you need to move your Zoom account to a different Zoom partner, please generate a transfer code. I don't want to terminate my account, though. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into, I just became a free account. See this? I just became a free account. No bueno. I am going to go to upgrade to get more features. And under the plan management, I now choose, I'm basic here, not interested in basic. I want to upgrade to pro, and I'm going to do it annually. Now, I'm going to want to upgrade twice, and I don't see, I'm doing this with you live, I don't see a way here to upgrade to business right away. And most you don't need business. You probably don't need the 300 seats right now, but some of you do. So what I'm going to do, up to 30 hours recording, assign host and co-host. Yeah, great. Unlimited number of meetings, cloud storage, fine. Upgrade to pro. And I'm going to actually do this, and I'm going to see if it gives me, yeah, okay, so now I'm going to take the screen down just while I type in my information here, because I am about to pay the bill like they want you to do. There we go. This is a business account. Good. Continue to payment. Right now, about to process with a credit card. I gotta put my name in there. All I'm doing, I'm just following along with exactly the prompts it gives me, right? I mean, this is nothing fancy here. I'm literally, you're not missing anything other than I'm just paying the bill. All right, so that's my payment. Let's see if that goes through. Okay, it did. It went through. So here's what I'm now seeing. I'm going to hit place order. Order is being processed just like this. And this will now give me, okay, your account has been upgraded to Workplace Pro. You will receive an email within the next 24 hours, print invoice. Now, I can explore my new plan. It can tell me all the stuff that I can do, but I've successfully moved from working live now into Zoom directly. Interesting thing I want to know here, are my meetings still here? And they are. My meetings are still here. Do I have in my profile, I got a few things to do. Let me check. Let me just check in. I should have a recording actively going, even though, again, I deleted all the recording, so I'm not going to get dinged. Yep, the recording that's processing is going. And one more thing I want to check, just because I just don't know. I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to look to see if I have the HD settings on, and I do. And then I want to check the waiting room customization. That's just to see how my settings transferred over. Customize waiting room. And look, everything is still there. Perfect. There's literally nothing for me to change. This is the video that I play in the waiting room, right? So that way,
as you can tell.
I love it.
By implementing just one
this
of
is
John's
this is what they
moves,
see.
Our team closed about $50K
So
in sales dollars.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to now close that.